For decades, the West viewed the jungles of Papua New Guinea as a place of nightmares, a dark corner of the map filled with the man-eaters or savage warriors. But if you look past the sensational headlines in the old explorer movies, you find a story that is much more complex. It wasn't about hunger and it wasn't about cruelty. It was about love, spirits, and the terrifying price of a ritual that backfired. First, we have to clear something up. In PNG, the cannibalism was rarely about food. It was a deeply spiritual act. Take the Fore people. They practiced what's called cannibalism. When a loved one died, the family would consume the body. To us, it's unthinkable. To them, it was the ultimate act of respect. They believed that by keeping the body within the community, they were protecting the deceased soul from being lost in the forest. Then you have the warriors, exocannibalism. This was about power. By eating a fallen enemy, you weren't just winning the battle, you were absorbing their strength, their courage, and their spirit. But in the 1950s, the spiritual cycle turned into biological horror show. A mysterious plague called kuru began killing women and children of the Fore tribe. It was a shivering death. Victims would lose control of their limbs and in the final stage break into uncontrollable fits of laughter. Because the women were the ones traditionally tasked with preparing and consuming the grain, where the infectious proteins or the prions lived, they were the ones who suffered most. It took a medical story and a Nobel Prize-winning discovery to prove that the very ritual meant to honor the dead was actually poisoning the living. While the Fore stopped their practices decades ago, rumors persisted about the Korovai tribe. Living in massive houses built high in the canopy, they were often called the last cannibals. But even here, there's a twist. Historically, the Korovai didn't believe in natural death. If someone died suddenly, they believed in Kakwa, a witch demon had eaten the person from the inside out. And their response? To hunt the person they believed was the demon and eat them back. In their minds, they weren't killing a human, they were destroying a monster to save the tribe. So what's the situation now? Is it still happening? The short answer is no. The cannibalism is strictly illegal and has been for over half a century. The last frontier has joined the modern world. Today the Fore people are coffee farmers and students. The Korovai have become a major hub for ecotourism. The stories of the past are now just stories. They are preserved by elders to remind the younger generation of a time when the line between the physical world and the spirit world was as thin as a jumbo leaf. The history of Papua New Guinea reminds us that what looks like a madness from the outside often has a deep, logical root in the culture and faith. If you found this dive into human history fascinating, hit the like button. And tell me in the comments, what's a cultural ritual from history that completely changed your perspective on a country? Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.